Welcome or welcome back to my channel. It has been a long time since I've been in front of this camera. It's just been crazy, so crazy. I don't even know how to explain what this year of 2023 has been, but I've been in huge reading slumps. I think I posted a video back in October. I think it's been that long ago since I've actually posted to my channel. I've tried reading, pick up things, put down things. It's just not been that great. Work has been consuming a lot of my time. I know for sure on that. And I get home and I'm just out and out exhausted. I know I've even tried to start another channel back October, I think it was as well, during that October break for videos, like watching movie reactions type things. I think I only got 2 posted there before I'm complete burnout of everything. So yeah, there's that kind of an updated there. So I've been reading a little bit more on Kindle and audio, of course, going to and from work, but nothing that I've actually been able to complete in order to come back to you guys and talk about them. So I've been very sad that I haven't been online, and I think those who have stuck around, and I'm hoping 2024 will be better because I need to allocate me time and actually do the things that I've enjoyed. I'll talk more about some changes to my channel coming up in January, so be on the lookout for that video. But let's get into what this video is actually going to be about. It's my last book hauls for 2023. So even though I've not been reading like I should, I'm still buying books, which is kind of a problem. But these were a combination of books I think I bought back. It's been a while. These books have been hanging around probably around that October, early November time period. I'd used points off of one of my credit cards that I'd earned, reward points, whatever, and I got a couple of Amazon cards, so I was able to purchase books through that. So I actually didn't spend money because I've already spent it over the last few years, and they've just accumulated. So I bought that, and then the last 4 or so books I bought with Christmas money that I got. So still didn't really spend my own money on it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So I've got to get reading on the books that I'm buying and rereading all of these books, because there's no point in having a huge library if I'm not reading those books, because then they're just sitting. So again, we'll get to that in a future upcoming video. Alright, so let's get started. I'm so rambly because I'm not used to being in front of the camera anymore. Not that I wasn't rambling before then either. But the first book, you kind of will notice a theme throughout a lot of these books. This is The Shadows by Alex North. I saw, I think someone, YouTube or Instagram, somewhere talking about, probably YouTube, this is where a lot of mine come from. I don't remember the creator because it's been so long that I saw this mentioned in, and it sounded interesting. So it says it's a play on classic horror with inventiveness of its own. As with all the best illusions, you are left feeling not tricked, but full of wonder. So it sounds like there's going to be a lot of twists and turns, and it may be a YA because it's dealing with a teenager, Charlie Crabtree, a dark imagination, a sinister smile, always on the outside of the group. And then there's another character, Paul Adams, who remembers the case all too well. So something probably happened when they were teenagers. Crabtree and his victim were Paul's friends. So I don't want to go into too much more. So it sounds like there's maybe a murder mystery going on with this book. It's kind of creepy. Next one, this will be my first, and I've heard nothing but good things about this author. So I wanted to dive in, and I heard someone mention something about this book. Of course, where? Booktube. This is my first Darcy Coates books. I've heard about it on YouTube, Booktube, Instagram. People in Discords have talked about it. She's a great author. So I picked up The Hunted, or just Hunted. Her disappearance wasn't an accident. Her rescue will be a mistake. So that's just the first blurb. So that sounds intriguing. I don't want to go in again too much because I want to go in it and be surprised in not knowing everything about it. And then the next book, so this is A Ruin of Roses by K.F. Breen. Again, this is, of course, a new to me author. Most of the books are that I get. So some of the blurb, it says, I could save him, but he would ruin me, the beast, the creature who stalks the forbidden wood, the dragon prince. So maybe a Beauty and the Beast retelling. Kind of what this one sounds like. And I've been getting slowly into retellings. Hit or miss with me. Okay. Then I think I got this book back when I was supposed to be doing Betty Read. I think it's Spellbound by Romance, something to that effect. I'd have to look it up. But they were going to be group reading it. Again, by the time my book came in, I was in such a rut and such a reading slump that I never did pick it up. So this is A Dawn of Onyx by Kate Golden. Picked it up. Again, I can go back in the Discord group and talk about it as I read through it, because it's still up, and see what everybody else was talking about as well. So it says, the first in the epic fantasy romance trilogy, The Sacred Stones. Captured by the King of Darkness, she was forced to find the light within. So maybe a enemies to lovers fantasy romance. Alright, so that was all that I purchased from Amazon, like I said, a couple months ago. Finally got to sit down and haul them for you. Now, this is what I've got with my Christmas money, or a part of my Christmas money, because that went to some other things as well. Alright, first one, again, I believe this is a Peter Pan retelling. This is Hooked, a fantasy romance, and I believe it's in the dark fantasy romance genre, by Emily McIntyre. And I need to try the trick. Someone had said earlier, like to heat it up with a blow dryer, and it's supposed to peel this off, so it's not on the book. I don't mind it. I wish it was like on the inside cover or something, to make it easier, or at least on the back, so it's not on the beautiful cover. So this is Hooked, again by Emily McIntyre. Let me know some other suggestions of how to get this off if the blow dryer trick doesn't work. I would love to know. So he wants revenge, but he wants her more. James has always had one agenda, to destroy his enemy, Peter Michaels. And then Peter's 21-year-old daughter, Wendy, shows up in James's bar. He sees his way in. So again, another, like I said, a retelling, Peter Pan, I believe, retelling, based on the name of the book. So yeah, so enemies to lover, definitely Peter Pan retelling. I would say dark fantasy romance would where this would probably fit in, if I'm not mistaken. So in January, I believe this is a group of 3 ladies. I know 2 of them, and I can't remember the third's name, and I'll try to link their channels down below. But they are starting, there's 2 different read-alongs that are going to be happening, or readathons, Buddy reads, something to that effect. 2 different series. They have a Discord group with a image to help keep track of what month that each book is going to fall in. There will be live streams, I believe, reading sprints, etc. The creator, I believe, is Chara, I think, and her channel is Chara. Yeah, so if I can get this image up. This is the image. It's by the channel Bookstara, and I believe her name is Chara. I'm terrible with names. There's also will be Pages with Paige, and like I said, I can't remember the third, but I'll do research and put that down in the description below for you to check out their channels, and join the Discord group if you are interested in this as well. The first book, it will be Jade City, the trilogy. I don't remember the name of the trilogy. Anywho, this has been very popular all over BookTube. I'm pretty sure you guys know the trilogy. Family is duty, magic's power, honor is everything, and I believe the magic system, I believe, is through using jade to create their magic. So definitely fantasy, and I believe it is an Asian inspired, if I'm not mistaken, story trilogy as well. So that will definitely be interesting. I've tossed up in the air whether I wanted to read it or not, and I didn't think I could get through this massive chunker on my own. So hopefully, if all goes well, starting in January, I'll be able to read this with the group. I think I also have the audio, if I'm not mistaken, so maybe I can do an immersion reading, and that will help me get through it. Like I said, she's fairly chunky. So yeah, so this will be, I know, one of the books I read hopefully in January, by Fonda Lee. So got that one. And then I know later, starting in July, so this series will take us through May, and then July through November, we'll be doing this series. And let me get the plastic wrap off. All right, so we're also in that group going to be doing the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. So I have all 3 books. Got it, like I said, 20% off. So that was a pretty good steal. And then it's by Holly Jackson. So we'll start with the first book, like I said, with this one in July. So I went on and picked it up. They weren't selling them singly, so I got the group. I think it was less than $30, if I'm not mistaken. It was like $27 and some change. And then the 20% off for that. So this was my last set of books that I got to end out December and end out 2023 with 8 new books going onto my shelves of books that I've already not read. Yay! But yeah, so I'm hoping a lot of these books sound interesting to me. There's a mix of fantasy romance, there's mystery thriller going on, and then some higher fantasy as well. So it's a good mix of things that I really enjoy reading. I just hope I can actually get back to reading and fill up to reading and all those good things. So leave me some comments down below. Have you read any of these books? Did you enjoy them? Tell me a little bit of your thoughts about it without spoilers, of course. And let me know down below if you're going to join in with Bookstara and reading along with that trilogy as well as the last one. But anywho, that will wrap up this video, you guys. Like I said, it's been a while, so all the good things, like I said, thank you so much for sticking around with me as I've been going through these growing pains on BookTube with balancing out my work and reading life outside of work, balance going on there. So yeah, anyways, give me a big thumbs up if you made it this far and lasted this far through, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. And until my next video, hopefully not as long as the last one, I hope you guys have a great reading life, a great life journey in general, and a happy new year to you guys. Anyways, bye guys.